It's my little shed. Just had a bunch of work done on it, so there's a mess. I've been slowly bringing things down. I've got a double calyx, like the 4x 2x4, 1x4, that has Scottish things on the doors. And then at the bottom, just one thing of drawers. This is all kind of open. I have a tray thing here for projects. And just lots of tubs. This is the desk. Over here I've got another 2x4. There's my magazines for collaging. And don't mind the brambles outside the door. And then I have like a giant Scottish thing on the back. I have 2 of these IKEA chairs that they don't make anymore. There's my I'm toast cushion. Yeah, so I'm still, you know, I've got one of those trolley things, the small one, to fit in between there. I've got some watercolor paper that's probably destroyed, so I might just make swatching things for it. Yeah, this is where I'm going to be in the summer. So right now, I got a new stand for in here. It's a cheapo. So yeah, hopefully it'll work. I don't have power down here yet. We have to get rid of the bramble forest first, and I swear they grow back in like a week. So I've got this power guy. He's my power tower. Who's that by? Novu. And then I have a Jackery, the smallest one you can get. It will operate the Ranger heat gun, a fan, a laptop, a lamp, not much else. Really, it just shuts off. It's like a, what is it, 250? 200 watts, I think. Yeah, not very strong. But if I have this one and that one down here, I could usually have a lamp, and, you know, my speaker is here. So I'm going to get started on my collaging thing, and I might film some of it. Yeah. Okay. Couple problems with filming down here so far. One is that my chair is too short for me to really see well the camera with it, because this thing, because it's a cheap one, this part of the base is going to be in frame. I tried to turn it around and it tipped over and fell. Yeah, so that's kind of going to be a little bit of a limitation. I've got this zoomed all the way out, and it's I don't have that much room to work with. So I wonder what, if I set it on something, what that would be like. Hang on a second. It just makes everything less visible to me in my chair. And I want to sit on my toast. Oh, sorry, that's a bunch of beads crackling. It's not me. My joints aren't that bad. Okay, so let's just get started. I have children playing in the back garden next door. So where we left off, after I rolled the dice, I edited the video about what I had done previously, and I've scheduled that, and I felt like that was my 15 minutes, and that was good. And then I rolled the dice again, and guess what came up? More collage. So basically what happened in the last one, I decorated this thinking this was my January one, because I intended to put that sticker on. This is not the January one. This is the December one. And I did it upside down from what I was intending. Oh my gosh, such a genius. So anyways, I've got this one now as December, and I need to somehow make this acceptable to me. I have to find what stickers I intended to put on. But basically what I'm going to do, I'm just going to trim this, and this is going to be put to the side. I have February and March. Oh, this is January. What is this then? Okay, that's December. What is this? this is April, May, February, March. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. And this is January. Okay, so this is the one I meant to put this stuff on like this. Ugh. Okay, so I've got to make this be December-y. I mean, I wasn't really filling it, you know, all the Christmas stuff for December anyway. So yeah, this is kind of what we got going on. So December, January, I need to do February, March, or February, March, and April, May, because May's almost over. Try and keep these right side up. What the heck, Shauna? Okay. So I may as well start on the backgrounds of this. I may kind of throw some... Oh, and this is... What was this? Why didn't I put it on here? I think this is May through November of last year. Yeah. So I need to do this. I need to put backgrounds on all these things. And so that's what I'm going to do. I may include some of the footage. I may not. But I will come back with, you know, stickers and the actual imagery I want to include on the front of these. And that is what we're doing. Okay. All right, I'm back. So I intended to film a bunch of the you know, little snippets of collaging the background and everything. And I turned it off and I was gluing things down. And then I realized I had glue all over my fingers and I couldn't operate my phone to turn it back on. And then it started pouring rain. So I was stuck in there. Yeah, it was going great. But, so I got some stuff done. I'm, you know, by no means finished. Let's see, I brought all this back up because this is stuff I intend to do. So this is the one I'm currently working in, so I'm not in any rush to really do it. I'll cut off these edges, though, because they're going to drive me crazy if I'm finishing my journal while that's there. So I didn't prioritize this one because this is the one that I'm still currently writing in. This is, the one that I did for May through November of 2024. So I need to, so I've got this sticker from Simone that says 2024, but it doesn't say May through whatever anywhere. So I need to find something to put in there. I think I probably have some stickers. I stuck this down. I really think this is from Claudia. This is from Jane. And then I put the Sugar Rush sticker on, and there's that eyeball, so I decided I didn't need to put another eyeball to represent all the freaking surgeries. So I think I'm just going to leave this, and I'm going to write the volume on there. And I don't think I can put the tape over this, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with that. I think I'm just not going to tape this. Yeah, I'll tape the back, maybe. just to protect at least part of it. But I think this is going to remain raw. Not usually what I do. I put her, the only thing I've done to this one, which is the December of 2024, was I put her on there because she just looks, you know, like she just can't be bothered with any of it, which was how I felt about December. And I haven't done anything to the front, so I need to decorate the front of that. This is January 2025. And so I need to put the sticker on, and that was up here, so I couldn't do that. But I did put the little girl talking to the wolf. That's my nickname, Wolf. So I'm talking to myself, apparently, or something in this imagery. I need to stick this down a little bit more. And then there was something I was going to stick there. I think if this is February, March? No, it's January, so that doesn't go there. I got this for my birthday, so that's in March. Yeah, maybe a duck? I don't know. Oh, I think I was going to do this. Enjoy the process. I think that was going to go there. Yes. I had so much glue on me. I couldn't operate my phone. I could barely, like, lock the door. It was when I was trying to leave the shed. But yeah, I mean, being stuck in there because it rained, I was, you know, I was in there for a while. So I've got background. Just need to decorate the foreground, write the volumes on, tape them up, and I will show that. I don't know whether I'm going to do that right now, though. I think I need to go lay on my heating pad. Because, yeah, I was down there for 2 hours. I can't believe that it took me 2 hours to just cover these covers. And I need to bring some wipes down there and I bought wipes to bring down there just for this purpose. And I didn't bring them down. And then once I was down there and stuck, I couldn't do anything about it. I've got to cover this faucet. The faucet's driving me crazy. The upside down faucet. Yeah, and I think I might put something else on here. Maybe, huh? Why not? Just stick it. This is how I collage. I don't think very deeply. I just go. Go, go, go. All right. I covered the pumpkin. There's still a little bit of Ouija board showing though. Yeah, now I need to figure out what to do on the front. All right, I will go to my heating pad. I will think. And, yeah, decide. Don't think the shark fits. Decide what to do next. Hello. I'm going to wrap up this collaging thing. I have no idea where I left off in the last part of this second part video. But I think I already showed you this. I am 85% certain this was on a letter from Claudia. But because of this wax seal, which I had to put on here, this won't be able to be kind of covered with the tape. I put the Sugar Rush thing for the Dutch Pin Show because that took place during then. Eyeball stuff took place during then. I don't, you know, the rest is just kind of decor. So that one is done. I will tape the back. So this is the one that I thought was January. Going like this. It is actually December. I stuck this on and that on. And I think that was done while I was down in the shed. In the first part of this video. I've got to cover the sink. So this sticker, which is from Louie, Zong? Louie something. I'll put it on the screen. This video, it's super short. It's the cutest little thing you've ever seen. And I love it so much. And so my husband got me a sticker of it. And because that was for Christmas, I'm pretty sure, or my birthday, I don't know. I'm going to assume it was Christmas. I'm going to put that on December. And then this duck sticker that Jane from JP Pen and Ink gave me that I've been wanting to put on so many things and have never been able to do it is going to go here because I have to cover up that sink and I want to put it on something. So let's do that. It is a long time coming. I've been like holding this sticker up in front of things for a while, wanting to put them on. So here goes. All right, we're gonna do it there. Excellent. I feel really good about this. This needs cutting around, so let me, was there anything else that I was putting on this one? No, because I'd already done the back. All right, let's see. Where's those little scissors? I literally just had them. Did I put them away? So I am trying to put things away as I go, and I'm doing too good of a job. I keep putting things away that I'm not done with. Hey, there's my husband. He just pulled up. I may have to pause the video and hear about his trip to Slough to a Thunderbirds kind of convention. Thunderbirds are Go. Does anybody remember that show? My husband painted, they're kind of like Top Trumps cards, and he painted all the images that were in that. And so, yeah, he was going there. They were only sold at the for the online Facebook fan group, which I think is, you know, that wasn't great. All right, I'm going to cut this out, stick him on, pause, and then go see my husband and come back. I can hear these guys in my head. It was small but good. All right, it's kind of sticking up a bit, but that's all right. It's on there. I want it on there. We have ghosts and ducks, and I've been trying, so when I was collaging this, I kept trying to put this dragonfly, this piece of a dragonfly on, and I was trying to put this on, but the problem is when you're doing backgrounds, if you do something this kind of intense and bright, then the foreground doesn't show up. Your hero images don't show. So I think we're kind of close. I think I'll just do volume right there and call that a day. This is January. I was having some anger issues. And this is like, so it's Carrie, but her mind is like going, and I think that was kind of how I was feeling. So she's going on there. Plus, I like horror movies, and I've been in a thing where I'm reading and listening to audiobooks of horror still from like last Halloween. Because, well, partially, and they're not like all scary horror. It's kind of haunted housey mostly, supernatural goings on. But yeah, that's just what I've been in the mood for. I haven't been in the mood for any drama, depressing stuff. I got enough depressing stuff. You know, I don't want to add to it with my media. And actually, so I can't watch stressful things. Like if somebody's doing something and they might get caught, I will be out of there so quick. This I wanted to put on here because I want to punch people, but also I think that there's a lot of people punching down that makes me mad. So those were my feelings in January. And when I was a kid, if I have big feet, everybody on my mom's side of the family has big feet. And basically, if people made fun of me for my big feet, I would say, oh yeah, that's because I'm related to Sasquatch. So I really feel that Sasquatch Kind of is my buddy. So I'm going to put him up here. Because these, I mean, this stuff is just random things that represent kind of me and my interests. And I may be covering some deep mathematical or physics equations right there, but I don't know what they mean anyways, so that's okay. So it's January. So this is February, March. Let me cut these off with the scissors that I put away, even though I wasn't done. So this was on the flip side of the dragonfly stuff that I was trying to make happen. And I like that these woods worked with the wolf, which is my nickname. That is what my hubby calls me, because every time I tried to type wife on my phone, it would autocorrect to wolf. And so I just became wolf. So this sticker is going on the back. If I can get it off. Peel, peel. Usually I am much better at peeling stickers than this. What the heck, man? Okay. I think I've got a little buckle in there. Yeah, I think that's just, that's not going to come off. Oh well. So we've got the shit happens. Struggling to cut that off. Okay. And then what else was going on here? This sticker from Simona, aka Simone, aka Discord. Just wanted to say Discord. Can I put that on straightish? Okay. We've got that. So I'll put the volume on here. So the volume will go here. It'll go here. It'll go up here on this one. And this one, what was I going to do? This one is April, May. And I think, so there's this like piece up there that isn't covered. This is from Nando's, which I bizarrely went to a couple times in this period. But I can't, I have to find, is there something inside? No. I already stuck all the things. Did I stick all the things? Is there anything that I can find to cover that piece? All right. So I need to find something to go right there. And then I put this mushroom-headed girl. These are stickers. I got these ages ago. I love these stickers. I kind of hoard them. And then I put a shark. Can't remember who got that. And a question mark. And enjoy the process. And yeah, everything else is just kind of random texture. So where should I put vol? So I just need a piece of something. But see what I mean? This all of a sudden is like, bam, that's the brightest thing there. I'd also wanted to put this on there. I got this out of a magazine. It just kind of looks swashbuckling Lincoln-ish. What can I put there? Oh well, I'll find something. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at this. I don't know what I'm going to put up there, but it'll be something. I'm sure I've got some stickers in some envelopes from letters that have been sent to me. I can find something to go there. But that's it. That's me collaging my notebooks. Actually, you know what? I'll show you when I've got the volumes on. Maybe I'll take a picture. And that will be the end bit. Okay, so it looks like I left off on volume 18. That was the last one I collaged. And it ended April 30th. So that makes this one volume 19. Duh, I can do math. All right, so now the question is, do I do it with this? Let's fill it in with do the outline with Hobonichi. I forgot to shut my door. One. I'll do a 1 and then I'll shut my door. And yes, this one is going to be wonky and it will end in the pirate. And I don't mind. Speaking of which, I stuck this pirate girl on. I'll put the artist on here. I'm obsessed with this artist and there's going to be a gallery showing in London. And I'm so excited. I'm dragging Michaela. All right, so I got these off of Etsy. What is her name? I'll put that in the description where I got these. They're really freaking handy. So we need L, because I do it backwards. L. Will this fit? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. O. Just different sizes, but this one is perfect. Like, because I've got this one if I need to go bigger. But I used to make these myself on my Cricut, and these are just, whatever she's making them on is better than what I was doing. I just used to cut Target notebook covers, which, you know, works. I have a bunch of stencils I made with that material. Okay, Vol 19. Wow, that's just reaching the edge. Now, should I see if I can color it in with this or if I have to go get a Posca? These are the Write All, the Stabilo Write All. Basically, if you need to write on anything, Stabilo is your guy. Not even on screen. So we'll just color in the one. So on one of these, all right, we'll let that dry and see how that will work. I think that's going to be fine. On one of these, I have a big old empty space. Not that one. So like, do I do vol? No, that's too big. This one. I can't think of anything that should go there. So I might just do a giant vol. Giant volume. This is 20, right? This would be 20. Yeah, so I may just do that. Why not? And then, so that's 20. 21. 22. 23. Wow, I'm really behind on collaging. Thank you for sitting with me while I do this. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do this off screen and I'll come back and I'll show it and the video will be over. All right, so this is the cover that I want to see whether applying Dorland's wax, which is what you use to kind of cover watercolor paintings and things like that. I want to see whether that will work on, I didn't want to do it on the one. So I just spent 5 minutes collaging this last night so I could try this. I tend to just use my finger when I do this. Just want to see whether it changes the look of things. Whether it seals it well. I think it will work because I know that some people use it with mixed media, but I could not find anyone on YouTube doing this with collage. It seemed to be like, you know, when you Mod Podge pages and kind of those art journals where you just do a bunch of different mixed media techniques. I saw people doing this on that. And so I just thought, do I have it everywhere? I'd apply it really badly, apparently. You know what? Let me get a clean-ish. This one is now a Dorland's one. Buff it out. It doesn't seem to be making it buckle. This thing wasn't glued down well already. I could have glued it down, but this is the only time I've got to make this video. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how it dries, and I'll come back tomorrow and test that out. I need to put this in a tin or something and write Dorland's on it. All right, this is the collage one that I did with the Dorland's wax. Can you see it? It's got kind of a coating to it now, whereas this is mostly matte, and some of these were matte textured. It has a bit of a coating. Should I drop a little drop of water on it? Where's my water? Well, it's protected from water. I don't think, see how this is beating up? I don't think it's soaking in. Nope. Wipes right off. I can still feel the edges of the collage, but I can't really dig them up. I would possibly do another coat of it, just to protect it even more on this. So I think that's a success. I think Dorland's wax is kind of a good way to seal collage, if you don't mind the shininess. And I don't. So that's that video as well. Wrapping up my videos. Did I already say that? Ugh. Bye.